Ladies and gents, boys and girls, we had a really neat car on the dyno, and it was a 68 C10. I'm sorry if I am wrong with this, but it was a 6-liter sloppy stage 2, 4L80E. I think one of the budget converters. This was a little bit ago, I'm sorry. Snake Eater 1000s. I cannot remember the pump he had or dual pumps. But I do know it did make 610 on pump gas. It did very good. It had the VS Racing billet 80mm with the V-band inlet, which is similar to the T4. I believe it's a 83 turbine and a fairly small exhaust ratio. It's running a Terminator X, and it only had about a 2-pound wastegate spring. Let's see my shakedown hit here. 2.9 peak, 2.3, and then this is our first roll-in. I just do that on most cars, obviously, to make sure they're safe and that the wastegate opens and everything else. And what we ended up doing was we did get it to go to 13 pounds, 1 degree, 570 wheel, 13 and 13. It made fantastic power on low boost on pump gas. That's for sure, but you can see this boost curve is very lazy, but that's because the wastegate spring is so low, it's taking boost to make boost. So sorry here, I'm not in frame. You can see here it's just taking forever to make boost because it has to make boost, obviously. So that made 570. I believe we made 610 on pump. Yep. So we made 606 wheel here. Let me line this guy up for you, sorry. So this was 610 to the tire, and that was peaked out at 13.5. And like 11.3, 11.1 air fuel, and about 14 degrees up top. 14 degrees everywhere here in the 6,000 range. So, and then what we can see is, spoiled it there on you, this was our start, and we work our way up, right? You know, we build it out, we see what's safe, and we trudge on. So these 580 hits were approximately 13 pounds, and that's where we kind of stalled out on the wastegate stuff. And what we ended up doing was he had a 3-port Max solenoid, so we hooked it up as if it was a 4-port so that it was subtracting from the bottom and adding to the top with the vent. And then I tossed a percentage at it that I think would work, and we went from like 580 to 600 with much less duty cycle, obviously. And then we put in ethanol, E85, and we went to so we made no change, as you can see here. From 606, we made 0 change with E55 flex fuel. So we dumped in E85 and it averaged about 55%. It made 633 with the exact same timing. Just it picked up that much power on just E. And then it made 660 with 3 degrees in it. And then I believe it made 670 with just 1 more degree or a tiny bit more aggressive air fuel. And then we did get to 727 here. Let's move the log up here where you guys can see it. It was peaking out. See, this is where I knew the hot side, that turbine, that smaller turbine would choke us out. You can see here, it peaks out at 18 and then it falls to 17. So I was like, yep, it's not going to go. In my opinion, the 83 turbine has trouble getting into the mid 700s. I've done a bunch of cars. Smaller engine will maybe get a higher 700, a larger engine will get a lower 700. And then we had it breaking up on this amount of boost. I threw more boost at it. It peaked out at 22 and then fell again to 20. And it barely made any more power, and the plugs were spitting. So it was much more than he was asking for. He was very pleased with it, so that's where we left it. And this is just another simple Don't BS Me spin-off combo and snake eaters and all the good stuff that makes the world go round. Hope you enjoy. Thanks, bye.